Special Edition.
Hello, good evening. Namaskar. I'm Shreya Upadhyay. You're watching the Newshour Special Edition. This evening, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be taking on two debates. The first debate is about Congress's fakery. Let's tell you what has been happening as far as calling out Congress's fakery is concerned. First up, you'd remember Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah sparking concerns over the COVID-19 vaccine. After shocking incidents of cardiac arrest, the Chief Minister had raised a question after 23 deaths that were reported in 40 days in the Hassan district. The Chief Minister had asked, is there a link between these deaths and the COVID vaccine? He blamed hasty approval and distribution, leading to several medical experts coming out to slam him, saying such doubts could be detrimental to public health if people start doubting vaccines. But now his own government's panel has ruled out any such link. An investigation by the expert committee constituted by the government of Karnataka itself has highlighted the growing public health challenge posed by the rise in sudden cardiovascular events. But it goes on to say that the observational study conducted at the Jaidev Hospital did not find any association between premature cardiovascular disease and a prior history of COVID-19 infection or COVID vaccination. Now remember, this is in contrast to what the Chief Minister had claimed. The expert panel says most studies and reports published in rest of the world have also not found any causal association between COVID vaccination and sudden cardiovascular events. On the contrary, COVID vaccination has been shown to be protective against cardiac events in the long term. In fact, it also mentioned that there is no single cause behind the observed rise in sudden cardiac deaths. It appears to be a multifactorial issue with behavioral, genetic, and environmental risks. Remember, this is not related to the Hassan district heart attack cases alone. This was an observation study ordered by the government in the month of February itself after an activist raised the issue with the Chief Minister's office. But it's not just the state's own panel. The Union Health Ministry had also allayed concerns, saying there is no evidence to suggest that COVID vaccine is causing sudden deaths. Citing extensive studies by the ICMR and the National Center for Disease Control, the Health Ministry has said that the issue had been looked into by multiple agencies and that the claims were unfounded. Now, the Congress finds itself on the back foot, claiming that the government just wanted clarity. The BJP, though, says that the Congress must apologize for making irresponsible statements.
ಬರೀ ಹಾಸನ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇಡೀ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಆಂಟಿ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂತ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಪ್ರಚಾರ ಏನು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತೆರೆ ಎಳಿತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಕಮಿಟಿಗಳು ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನೀವು ನೆನ್ನೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಟಿವಿ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವುಗಳೇ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರಿ, ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಸಿ ಎನ್ ಮಂಜುನಾಥ್ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅಭಿಪ್ರಾಯ ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ನೋಡಿದ್ರಿ. ರವೀಂದ್ರನಾಥ್ ಅವರು ಈಗ ಹಾಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು ರವೀಂದ್ರನಾಥ್ ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಇವತ್ತು ಕೂಡ ಪತ್ರಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ನೆನ್ನೆನೂ ಕೂಡ ಟಿವಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಈಗೆಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳು ಅಂತಿಮ ಆದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಖರವಾದಂತಹ ಕಾರಣಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರಿಗೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೂಲಕ ತಿಳಿಸಬಹುದು.
People holding high offices have to very carefully weigh the impact of their words. Now a panel in Karnataka is also concluding that there is no such evidence on what some of the persons in the political class were raising unnecessary allegations or reservations about the COVID vaccination program. I think it doesn't do justice to the larger issues that get impacted due to a stray comment here and there without appreciating the implications of that.
But ladies and gentlemen, that's not all. Once again, the Congress has been called out for its fake news. Reuters media platform X, that account had been withheld in India, and the Congress wasted no time in targeting the centre, accusing it of silencing the press. Taking aim at the government, the so-called fake factory is asking, why has the account of a globally respected news agency been withheld? What kind of democracy stifles reputable media voices? Why must every voice of dissent, every uncomfortable question be silenced? The government sources have hit back at all these allegations. In fact, sources have clarified to Times Now that the issue is technical in nature. They suggested that no action was taken by the centre against media agency Reuters, and that the issue actually originated from Reuters' own back end. Officials also added that the withholding is not linked to any government directive and that platform-level processes are underway to resolve the matter. So is the Congress jumping the gun and resorting to fakery as a last resort to target the Modi government? That's a question that we're asking tonight. Let me introduce my guests on the show. Shehzad Poonawalla of the Bharatiya Janata Party joins us. Mr. R. Rajagopalan, senior journalist, joins us. Advocate Nikhil Jain, political analyst, is also on the broadcast, as is Dr. Akashdeep Muni, political analyst. Good evening and namaskar to all of you gentlemen. Shehzad, can I begin by asking you your response to what Congress has been saying, that it is the centre which is stifling freedom of expression and press freedom because the account of Reuters has been withheld, and it is due to the centre's demand and legal demand that this has been done?
Shreya, when you were young, did you hear about Pinocchio?
Yes.
He's an Italian character who keeps lying and his nose grows longer. In modern day, Congress has become the Pinocchio of Indian politics. You remember we had no invite for the G7. Canada came and fact-checked them. You remember Saudi cancelled our work visas. The Saudis came and fact-checked them. Russia had done a Pakistan MOU, the Russians came and fact-checked them. There was a fake press release. Digital fraud was done and showed a press release of United States by Jairam Ramesh. The United States came and fact-checked them. They said highway tolls were being charged for two-wheelers. NHAI fact-checked them. The COVID vaccine link to the heart attacks. Now the own government has fact-checked them. Sikkim is not a part of India, says Ajoy Kumar. Operation Sindoor was chutput and surrendered. Even the Sena came and fact-checked them. They have a legacy of spewing lies, especially to undermine Modi. They don't mind undermining India as well. They've lied about surgical strike, Balakot air strike, Rafales, HAL, LIC, SBI, all of them. Now, having given this background with that Congress is a pathological liar, there are 3 or 4 questions. First of all, if they are making the allegation that there is a government order blocking Reuters, present it. Government has blocked Reuters India, but by the way, Reuters Asia, Reuters Business, Reuters China, Reuters World, Reuters Fact Check, Reuters Asia. I ask all your viewers to go and check, all the handles are on. Okay. This is an issue between Reuters and X. They have to solve it out, but look who's talking. 20 seconds. Indira Gandhi banned BBC twice. They got 66A and they banned the accounts of several journalists like Shiv Arur and Kanchan Gupta. They were the ones who imposed censorship on media in 1971, arrested 250 journalists. They brought 2 anti-media laws during Rajiv Gandhi's tenure. Nehru arrested Majru Sultanpuri for calling him Hitler. Kishore Kumar's songs were banned. They are speaking about censorship and free press. It's like the devil preaching the scriptures.
Okay, Nikhil Jain, respond to Shehzad Poonawalla. What are you showing us?
Another lie.
I am showing a screenshot that I took at the start of the debate how Reuters' main global handle is blocked in India. Nobody is claiming that every single entity linked to Reuters is blocked and banned in India. The Reuters Global and the Reuters main official handle has been withheld in India, and this is what it says, account withheld. Okay. What sort of a weak argument does Shehzad come up with saying it is an issue between Reuters and X, as if X and Reuters are at fights with each other? And if indeed they are, why are other Reuters handles operational across the world in India as well? Fact of the matter is that this government tries to stifle every media organization that criticizes it. They don't care if it's an Indian organization, an international, a left-leaning, right-leaning. Any organization that will show the mirror to this government will be blocked. And let's not forget that in March 2025 alone, Twitter had to sue the government of India in the Karnataka High Court, saying that you are violating the IT Act of India and asking us to arbitrarily ban handles. It is no it's no secret that this government has been trying to intimidate journalists in the manner that they do, and he's been talking about fact checks. Let's not forget that all of us remember how many people were dying because of lack of oxygen, yet the ministers of this government had the audacity to sit on, stand at the floor of the parliament and say no oxygen shortage was there. There is a report on that.
No, that's a different tangent you're going on, Nikhil. But do you agree that the Congress jumped the gun when they said and they accused the centre of muzzling press freedom?
Hold on.
Because the reasons aren't known yet.
Shreya, the point is that when Shehzad went around talking about the emergency and this and that, you did not interject him and said that you're deviating the debate. Yet you feel the need to do the same for me. I think your viewers are watching about that. Then this is a report from The Guardian. They threatened to bulldoze my house. Fierce and violent stalk independent journalists in India. We've seen how journalists have been jailed just for reporting a stampede or inaction by the police in the case of a gang rape. And yet the BJP spokesperson sits here and says, oh, the government has fact-checked. What else do I expect government sources to do? And also, what is this fact about mysterious government sources? Let the Ministry of Information Technology or the Ministry of
Nikhil,
Broadcasting...
you've made your point. Let Shehzad respond to you, and then I'll get Mr. Rajagopalan and Akashdeep into this.
Now, Nikhil, I hope you will show the same courtesy that I showed you while you were spewing all the lies in fakery. Nikhil, let's forget everything else. You only answer one question specifically. If you think there is a government order, why don't you present it? Chalo, chhod do us baat ko. Secondly, you are saying that the government should come. The government did clarify on surgical strikes that it took place. Did you believe the government clarification? Government did clarify on Pegasus and Rafale. In fact, Supreme Court said there was nothing wrong in Rafale and Pegasus. Sir, I did not interrupt you. Did you ever buy it? Sir, Nikhil, there can be two ways of doing this debate. I can also hijack it sitting in the studio, or you can show me the same courtesy that I extended to you. Which way do you want to do it? Thank you. Mr. Nikhil Jain, the Supreme Court no less said that there was nothing wrong in Rafale. They said nothing was done in Pegasus. Did you believe them? The Supreme Court said EVMs are fine. Do you believe the Supreme Court on EVM and Election Commission? You have a habit of creating a ghost and then chasing it and then expecting people to keep clarifying. That's not how it works. If you have the proof, present it. But since you have said about intolerance and about curbing media freedom, let me show something which actually exists. Revant Reddy 2 days ago will strip you and beat you if you do not understand the greatness of Indira Gandhi. Revant Reddy actually arrested a journalist for asking questions of Kisan being given dhoka in Telangana. And in Karnataka, you have arrested and booked a series of journalists and activists like Ajit Bharti and Vineet Naik. This is all facts. So now, Mr. Nikhil Jain, can you please tell me that where is the proof for the claim you're making? And forget everything else. Your last claim that COVID vaccines are linked to heart attack has been debunked by your own government. Will Mr. Siddaramaiah apologize for that lie?
Okay. Nikhil, before you respond, let me get in Dr. Akashdeep Muni into this. Dr. Akashdeep, your thoughts, of course, there are several charges against the Congress also. Nikhil, I'll let you respond. Let me get in Dr. Muni as well as Mr. Rajagopalan into this debate. I will give you time to respond. Dr. Muni, go ahead.
Yes. Shreyaji, as per the PTI report, Reuters X account was blocked on government May 7 order after Operation Sindhu. So it is not between Reuters and X. First of all, fact check the BJP spokesperson. But the malaise of blocking independent media in BJP government has become a new normal. You remember January 2024 X account of Hindutva Watch, an independent NGO tracking communal violence was blocked. 2020 to 2021, the government invoked the Epidemic Diseases Act to the FIRs against the wire journalists in Uttar Pradesh. Just imagine, Epidemic Diseases Act. In 2021, during the farmer protest, Twitter withheld 250 accounts, including Kisan Ekta Morcha and the Caravan, only reversing them after public backlash. Now, February 2025, just recently, Tamil Weekly Vikatans website was blocked after BJP lodged a complaint over a satirical cartoon of PM Modi. Now, BJP against journalists is also a new normal. In Uttar Pradesh, you remember Ajit Ojha was arrested after exposing news exam paper leak scam, spending 27 nights in jail. Haryana journalist Jaspal Singh was arrested in March 2023 over defamation on by BJP politician. And this does not stop. It goes on for the media channels as well. BJP bans, BBC India. Raids were conducted in 2023 following the documentary on Modi's role in Dainik Bhaskar also faces raids after they question COVID-19 handling by BJP government. Newspeak offices were raided recently after...
Okay, let Shehzad respond to you.
You see, sometimes in your over-enthusiasm, you say things which are detrimental to your own cause, and Mr. Muni is an example of that. Mr. Muni, BBC was not banned after 2014, but yes, BBC was. Sir, Mr. Muni, you have to, Mr. Muni and Mr. Jain, you have to understand that once you all finish speaking, it is for the other side to respond. That is democratic behavior. You are banning my right to speak and respond right now. Are paragons of tolerance? You are banning my right to speak by interrupting and heckling. Can you please hold on to your extremely good points till your turn comes back? Can you do that? It's called courtesy.
Let's make his points, then I'll give you time.
There's enough time. There are just 4 panelists. One hasn't spoken yet. Yet you also, Tawla. No, please listen. Mr. Muni, for your own cause, learn the art of keeping silent when it's required. You said BBC has been banned. Yes, BBC was banned twice by Indira Gandhi. अब बताओ, उस समय क्या तो चमत्कार था और आज कोई बैन नहीं हुआ. उनके ऊपर आईटी की कार्रवाई हुई जिसको कोर्ट में चैलेंज किया गया and court said it was right. By the way, please sir, you have to start behaving maturely and listen. Secondly, please tell me, when was the only time in this country 9,000 people in one go were booked under sedition for a protest? UPA 2 for Kudankulam in Tamil Nadu, a state where Rajgopalan comes from. By the way, scores of journalists have been arrested or threatened in Karnataka, Telangana by your government. Not a word to say about that. And finally, I want to ask you once again, sir, please tell me, the only party to ban media channels is you. You banned this channel. That's why you and Nikhil Jain are here, not the spokesperson. Shreya, क्या बोलूं मैं? They are here because officially Congress bans Times now. ये इनकी हरकत है.
Okay, Dr. Muni, go ahead now.
Right to rebut. Okay.
क्या रिबात करोगे?
Now, Shehzad ji, with all respect to you, I will be again saying that kindly listen to what people say. The day you start listening, you leave BJP and join Congress. I said that BBC India offices were raided in 2020, not banned.
You said banned.
Listen, your whole argument has fallen down because you have misquoted.
Why he saying these things?
You said banned. आपको पता नहीं. Please, producer, rewind the tape and play it for us.
भाई दोबारा सुन लीजिए सर.
अगर ये banned निकला तो he had said banned, then he corrected himself.
आप पॉलिटिक्स छोड़ देंगे?
आप करवा दो rewind tape.
Chaliye, this is for another day. Mr. Rajgopalan, go ahead. You wanted to say something.
Both the stories what you took, Siddaramaiah and also Congress saying that Reuters issue, both the things are fake. And I would like to demolish the arguments put by the Congress spokesperson as well as our spokesperson that Tughlaq issue in Tamil Nadu was by the Chennai High Court. It is nothing by the union government. Second thing, I checked up with the highest quarters in the Ministry of Information Technology. It very well says the matter between Reuters and X is a problem, technical problem. They have to resolve it. Nothing to do with we did not close the way or block the way of Reuters. Otherwise, why should the other branches of Reuters come? Second thing, about the Karnataka. The Congress is very much confused. As the Congress spokesperson, here also very much confused. He cannot articulate the point very well. And second thing, Siddaramaiah is a total liar, the Chief Minister of Karnataka, because he says about COVID. What is the COVID to do with this, natural deaths? Why should Karnataka citizens be subjected to this type of harassment by COVID?
Okay, let Nikhil Jain respond to you, Mr. Rajgopalan. Nikhil Jain, one after the other, there are incidents and situations where Congress's misrepresentation of facts has been fact-checked by their own panel. Case in point is, the government expert panel on COVID vaccines, delinking the cardiac arrest cases with what the Chief Minister had said. So this is not the first time that, we are seeing such a statement and such sort of misrepresentation coming in from the Congress party. What do you say on that?
I hope you're not going to interject me for deviating the debate because you don't seem to do that for the BJP spokesperson. 24th
No,
April
I will
2020.
let you make your points, please.
COVID,
go ahead.
16th May, there have... thank you so much. It was said that no new cases of COVID have been found after 16th of May. That was the member of Niti Aayog saying that, later on found to be false as cases were rising by 5,000 a day. India does not have community transmission. That was said by the Joint Health Secretary on the 11th of May 2020, later on found to be false. Ayurveda and homeopathy is the solution for COVID. That was by the Ministry of Ayush, later on found to be false. With the lockdown of India has been able to avert the harm of COVID-19. We all know how that panned out. We have gone the entire 3 months without a single person starving. That was on the 14th of May. We all saw what happened exactly. Food and drinking water are being provided by the railway free of cost. That was said by the Solicitor General of India in the Supreme Court, later on found to be false. Deaths in trains were due to pre-existing medical conditions. How were they able to determine that without any autopsy, without any medical checkup? Nobody knows. See, the fact is, Shreya, this government has been caught lying, misrepresenting and making a fool of the citizens, the opposition and the press, and they have been caught 1,000 times. But I came talk about this specific instance of Reuters. But Shehzad does not have any strong arguments, which is why he has to bring 100 different things, which he knows that it would be very difficult to refute. But I am willing to refute that. I have refuted a lot of them. The fact of the matter is, there is no technical glitch. For heaven's sake, let's understand, Twitter is a $40-50 billion company. They don't have technical glitches like this. If it shows account withheld, it is an account withheld after a Government of India request. The question is why? And he's asking me to show a government order to a private company asking the ban of that request. Let him show that we have not given an order like this. Akash Dipuni has already pointed out the 7th May PTI release, pointing out to an order like this. Fact of the matter is, you can't ask the opposition to show you government orders. For heaven's sake, stop lying.
You must ask the Congress.
Shehzad, before you respond, you know, one of the criticisms, Mr. Rajgopalan, I'll let you make your point. Let's just, you know, talk about what has been happening with Reuters. One of the criticisms, Shehzad, that has come in is the fact that, you know, this kind of withholding of account and this technical glitch only happened when Reuters put out a story where they quoted China as saying that India should not use Tibet as a reason to interfere in their internal affairs, something that was not mentioned in a statement by their Foreign Affairs Ministry. And that withheld account message came only after this kind of a post came in from Reuters. Also, many are questioning what a legal demand means. You know, anybody who has a problem with Reuters can go ahead and make a legal demand. And, you know, due to the calculations and algorithms of the social media platform, this can lead to the blocking of the account.
Let's take what you're saying on face value. The other handles that I quoted of Reuters, are they still active and accessible in India? They are? What prevents Reuters from posting that particular story, which you are saying is the offending cause, on those handles? The cause was that there was certain thing that the government of India objected to, then the government of India would block all their platforms, right? If it was something that the government of India wanted. Why would we block one platform or one ID and the other IDs are free to say whatever they want? Does that make logical sense? It doesn't. Secondly, legally, Nikhil Jain, I thought, is a lawyer. I thought he's not a pretend lawyer. In any system, especially democratic constitutional systems, the accusation maker provides the proof. It's not the onus on the person defending to provide the legal order that you have imagined or conjured up. Sir, I have not interrupted you. You have to be patient. You have to hold on. And thirdly, the reason why I have quoted the Congress's past history is to explain to the viewers that here is a party which said this.
हमारी विदेश नीति का एक और कीर्तिमान है जिसका मैंने जिक्र किया था अभी थोड़ी देर पहले। कनाडा जैसा देश हमें G7 का इनवाइट नहीं भेजता है।
अब निखिल जैन, कनाडा जैसा देश G7 का इनवाइट नहीं भेजता है. What was the official apology done by Congress for spewing this lie? बता दो.
Shehzad, first of all, I don't think I'm a pretend lawyer, but even if I were, I would know this one simple principle of criminal law. You do not ask the victim or the complainant to prove the accusation. That is the job
accusation
of the
maker always presents the accusation proof.
To how
what are you even saying? You are the victim. How are you the victim?
This is not a civil
are
case
you
where both
Reuters?
the parties have to present a proof.
Are you Reuters? Have you started Congress and started working for Reuters?
See, the point is, you are asking me to. It's for the government to respond. The accusation maker is not supposed to give the proof, first of all, and even if they are required to give the proof, the BJP goes around making so many proofs. We all remember Prime Minister saying in his rallies, "Bhais chura ke bhag jayenge, Mangal sutra chura ke bhag jayenge."
What is the apology tendered for saying G7 invite was not extended?
Can you stick to that? Please बताइए. हमारे भी Prime Minister हैं. What proof? Let me answer on the G7 invite. G7 invites were sent out to every other G7 invite. G7 invite, I'm answering. Every other member nation or nations that are invited were invited in mid-April and mid-May. Yet the government of India did not have an invite at least till the 24th of May.
Okay, so now the invitation came late.
Was given. And the Prime Minister of Canada is on record justifying to his people why an invite is to be given to a country like India, as if India is a rogue country. But that's the sad part of it all.
How can you even say that about your country?
The government has made India fall in line and stand shoulder to shoulder with countries like Pakistan. You've not been able to do anything of what Pakistan has been able to do. After
let me address this. Let me address this.
Diplomatic failure.
Mr. Rajgopalan, 20 seconds. Nikhil, let me address this. You made a point. Let me address it. Rajgopalan ji, just 20 seconds, please. Nikhil, you have to listen to the other side. Nikhil, rather than put it in this way, India was the only country in which not just the Prime Minister of Canada, but the leader of opposition came out and said, India needs to be on this table. For the last 6 years, we've got a G7 invite every year. We didn't get one from 2010 to 2014, by the way. G7's been around from 1975. We didn't get no invites till 2003, till Vajpayee came to power. So the problem is that today in India, which is strong and resilient, gets invited by the biggest powers because we deserve to be on the table. You are making it seem only because you hate Modi. Because you hate Modi, you hate the vaccine. Because you hate Modi, you hate our foreign policy achievements.
Okay.
This is your problem, the hatred for Modi. There is no vaccine for this. There's no vaccine for hatred of Modi.
Listen, gentlemen, you've made your points. Nikhil Jain, you've made your point. Dr. Muni, Mr. Rajagopalan and Shehzad, I'll have to wrap this up here, Nikhil. I have paucity of time. Thank you very much to all of you. Hopefully, the Congress will understand that there is reasoning behind it and they will not jump the gun. And of course, the centre will keep its balance as far as press freedom is concerned. Thank you very much to all of you gentlemen for joining us this evening and sharing your thoughts.